It's time for Cheap Heat. This comes to us from Cinema Blend. Every WWE match Dave Meltzer has rated 5 stars in every decade. And they threw in the little and how to watch them there. This was published this week as sort of a nod to Backlash, where Dave Meltzer gave 5 stars to AJ Styles and Cody Rhodes in that title match.
Mm.
So let's go through the 2020s and the matches that we have seen here since we've been doing Don't Bury the Lead. So we'll go to the 5 star matches from the 2020s. Let's get our take as to whether we agree that these are 5 star matches. There's a lot of Gunter here. Walter versus Ilya Dragunov. This was before our time on NXT UK. Ilya Dragunov again versus Gunter when he was Walter at NXT TakeOver behind our time. This was just before we started watching Hell in a Cell 22, Cody Rhodes versus Seth Rollins. Then leading up to us was Clash at the Castle 22.
A lot of Gunther so far.
Gunter, oh, you've noticed. A lot of Gunter so far.
Yeah.
Versus Sheamus. Then here's one that we saw: Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn versus the Usos. Agree with Dave or disagree with Dave here?
Um, disagree.
Disagree. What would you have given it? What would you have given it on the 5 star scale?
I think it was either 4 or 4.5 if I had to give it a rating, but I didn't
Okay.
think it was at the 5 star. Wow, this is like a classic, unbelievable match.
Okay.
Um, I know that it was very close, and I think you did. You agree or disagree?
I will agree, and I'm a little confused though, because doesn't Dave Meltzer usually kind of discount storylines and just go by what he sees in the ring that night? Agree or disagree?
So good. Ugh, that was such a good match.
Okay, so for you, you'd swap out one of the Sami Zayn matches here with another one.
Yeah.
You'd have a Roman Reigns there on the list, and we would throw a women's match in there.
The shenanigans, it was the best shenanigans I've ever seen, though.
It was
Shenanigans
good
are really annoying, but the shenanigans with them making him hit Kevin Owens, or no,
that was the end of the Royal Rumble one too. You like that one?
No. I'm sorry, I'm mixing that up. Sorry, not those shenanigans, but I just thought that Sami Zayn wrestled a great match, and the crowd, he was so over as a face, and it's so hard to get faces over, and they were just like screaming for him, like they were jumping up and down. They wanted him to win so bad. I have never seen a face get so much heat, and like the crowd want him to win so bad, so emotionally driven.
What I remember most about that match is that it was so obvious that they could not switch the belt there, because they had been building Cody Rhodes' story forever.
Yeah,
it was so obvious that they could not switch the belt there. But if there was ever one person who could make you believe, well, maybe they will switch the belt here, it was Sami Zayn, wasn't it? There's no one else who could have done that, right?
No, there's nobody else that could have done that, and it would have just been the best swerve. I would have been so happy if they did it, period.
Right.
Because they ended up doing nothing, if you can remember.
Yes. They just ended up doing another year of Roman Reigns.
Another year, kind of a weak year of Roman Reigns.
And then almost blowing the whole thing with The Rock.
Oh, right?
Getting crapped on social media.
Mm-hmm.
Coming to their senses. And doing the replay of the previous years, but just with a different finish.
Yeah.
So yes, I will agree with you wholeheartedly that if there were no women's matches on here, and Charlotte Rhea should have been on there, and that a Roman Reigns match that could have been 5 stars and should have been was the Sami Zayn one. Yeah, I like that.
Any other matches you had?
I don't think so. I mean, like you were saying, I don't want to overplay the 5-star.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to get in the position where, you've overplayed the 5-star and then you've got to go 6-star.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got to go 7-star. So I don't want to overplay 5-star.
Yeah.
Charlotte Rhea, Sammy and KO beating the Usos. So both of those back to back on night 1 of WrestleMania 39.
Anybody with any matches with Io Sky?
She's gotten a very recent singles push. Her match with Bayley at the most recent WrestleMania, I think, was awesome.
Yeah, that might have been the match of the night.
That may have been. She and I think Shayna Baszler had a Raw match that I wish I would have seen. That may have been like, a 5-star TV match. She had a match with Asuka on SmackDown earlier this year that may have been match of the year on free TV that we've seen.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, in the free TV division, there have been some great Io Sky matches.
What about her in Puerto Rico against Bianca Belair when they were cheering?
That was
for her?
such a strange match.
Yeah.
But it was. She was really good in that match, and Bianca, of course, is great as well.
That was Io's breakout match, though. So it wasn't a 5-star, but we're just talking about how good Io's been.
And that was such an unexpected match. Like, everybody was confused. Mm-hmm. That was just supposed to be a filler match for Bianca Belair to get her to the next pay-per-view.
Yeah.
And instead, she goes out there, gets half booed.
Yeah.
As everybody cheers the heel.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was such a strange match where the crowd almost took over. But it was a kind of match where I think the crowd took over because the crowd saw something that the WWE office had not yet seen and should have.
Yeah.
And they saw how talented Io was and that she deserved a run as a singles wrestler. Maybe not with a belt, but just give her a chance as a singles wrestler.
And at the time, Bianca was a little stale as a babyface, had that John Cena vibe going.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, the crowd's kind of booing her, huh? Like sometimes they get sick of the baby faces and they start booing them.
Yeah. And they managed to get the belt off of Bianca with Asuka, and then have that little double win when Io cashed in Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
At a big pay-per-view. That was a lot of stuff was well done, but would I give it 5 stars? I don't think so. But yeah, I don't think that Io has had a 5-star match yet, although she's come really close, maybe 4.5, 4 3/4, with the match that, ironically, she lost to Bayley.
Yeah, that was probably her best match.
Yeah, that was a good
and that's a good time to have your best match at WrestleMania. Good
Yeah,
time.
even if you're not going to be the one with your hand raised at the end.
And
Do
they
your
did
best work at WrestleMania, and she did.
that whole program was good. They set everything up.
Yeah.
They did the breakup.
Yep.
They did that really good match. Yeah, that one was I think that, and I made a video that said that's going to be the surprise of the pay-per-view, and then it was.
Yes. So let's give the Usos versus Sammy and KO treatment to that one. If you count storyline build into the match, would you go 5 stars the way KO and Sammy beating the Usos got 5?
Yeah, storyline's got to be there. It's got to be perfect. Okay. That's the whole point.
Storyline was there and match. So if we're going to combine storyline and match, then that one gets a 5.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm satisfied with that take.
Yeah.
I like that. You've talked me into it. Yes.
Talk to you.
Yeah, because we're going to be consistent. If KO and Sammy versus the Usos at WrestleMania got 5 because of what a great build-up it was to the match, then yeah, maybe Io Bayley deserves the 5 for how they built that one. Yeah, I like that. Let's go with that. Speaking of 5-star wrestlers, how about the return of MJF?
Oh, yeah.
A few things from this. He gives an interview here to Justin Barrasso at Sports Illustrated. And we are going to look about this for a couple of things. Number one, MJF looks like he's not only been rehabbing his injured shoulder, but he's been hitting the gym.
He's jacked now. Jacked.
He looks jacked.
Yeah.
All right, good for him. I wanted to bring up a couple of things. Before he returned to TV and his contract was in question, at least in the kayfabe sense, there were MJF chants for Triple H on the Pat McAfee show during WrestleMania weekend. This guy W. You like the
TikTok account?
Oh, that's a good question here. Is this it?
Yeah.
This looks like Drew McIntyre on TikTok. Let's go.
I wonder if it'll
Let's
come
go
up
to
for you.
TikTok. Let's see here. I am not a TikTok member. I wonder if they will let me see it here.
There you go.
There we go. So that's big enough for people to see, and there he is. He's the Claw from Inspector Gadget right now. Tell me in the chat, tell me in the comments, do you catch that reference?
I got it. I knew what
There
it was.
you go. Stroking the black cat, although you can see Drew McIntyre's face. So it's not quite the same. There we go. Yeah, this is Drew McIntyre on TikTok. There you go. What do you like about cats? There you go. You can see the words coming up on screen there. Sure.
There's if you scroll down a little bit, I'm gonna see if they have it. Wait, scroll up. Scroll down to those other videos at the bottom. It says Drew McIntyre bathroom. Hang on. There's one where he's in the bathroom grooming the cat. It's like absurd.
Okay. These are like two of the same thing here. Just outside talking, grooming the cat.
Click into Drew McIntyre. Maybe he got rid of it. I don't know. Click into his profile name. And then scroll down a little bit. There's the cat. Oh, maybe his wife posted it or something because it was.
My fire burns, venting. I will never forgive CM Punk.
Oh, well, I'll find it later.
Maybe you could splice that in if you make a short video of this.
Yeah, I
Hint,
plan
hint.
to.
Yeah, there we go. So, and you can cut out all of the awkwardness between you and me. But Stone Cold Steve Austin, welcome to the world of cats, as welcomed by Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre, are cats baby faces or heels?
I think cats are baby faces, but I love cats.
Okay.
And I agree with these two, where you have to. A dog just loves you, but you have to develop a relationship with the cat, and then once you do, forget it. It's it's a really good thing.
So a cat starts off as a heel, and you have to turn it babyface.
It starts off as a heel, then you got to turn it babyface. You got to feed it. You got to pet it, and you don't just run up and try to pet it. You sit there, right? And you sit there and you let them come to you.
Oh, you let the storyline develop. It's a slow burn of an angle.
Then the cat's over by you, and you pet them, and then suddenly, before you know it, they're sleeping in bed with you every night.
There you go, and suddenly it's just a cheap pop.
It's a cheap pop, yeah.
There you go. The cat is there. It's like, hello in whatever city you're in.
Right.
There you go. Drew McIntyre, I'm a quiet leader in the locker room. Does the rest of the locker room need pet advice? I don't know. Whatever. So there we go. Let's jump over to some more people who are in maybe the movies.
Ooh.
We talked about MJF.
Yeah.
This comes to us from Coming Soon. That is Tiffany Stratton. She signs with a major Hollywood agency, Paradigm. This is early in her career for this to be happening.
Very early.
Have you thought that she's like that good an actress? I mean, I think she's really good at her character, but her character is a heel. We've noticed that it's easier to be a heel than to be a babyface. Mm-hmm. I didn't think that she was that good of an actress that she's signing with big Hollywood agencies, but maybe they see something in her and they just want to get in on the ground floor. Maybe they know that a lot of pro wrestlers are moving to Hollywood and they want to sign her early. She's definitely got star written all over her in the wrestling ring. Do you think she's got star written all over in Hollywood movie sense?
She has a certain charisma to her.
Yes.
That would be interesting to see. I wonder what kind of training she's had in acting, and maybe she could just reference that she's been in the WWE. I know a lot of wrestlers have made bad movies.
Yeah.
She might be able to just be like, hey, I'll make a Netflix bad movie. Oh.
Particularly with the upcoming deal between WWE and Netflix poised to increase wrestling's mainstream exposure. The agency reportedly aims to replicate the success stories of The Rock, John Cena, and Dave Bautista, all WWE superstars who became A-list actors, but that was much later in their careers when they had more chops.
They were A-list wrestlers. She's not an A-list wrestler.
They're jumping way early in Tiffany Stratton here.
Yeah.
This is a much bigger chance here. They also plan to support Stratton's career, exploring opportunities in acting, brand partnerships, books, graphic novels, public speaking, and more. Okie dokes. Mm-hmm. She's been making waves on the roster. Now she's making waves outside. We'll see how that goes after that. Speaking of wrestlers who've made bad movies. From WrestleZone, Hulk Hogan gets hacked on Twitter. Tells Iggy Azalea he has the real milk. Oh, Hulkster. You suck at pumping. I'll reduce this here so we can get the whole graphic in. You suck at pumping. Hulk has the real milk. That was responding to all these crybabies want to suck on laugh my ass off. There you go. And then Hulk Hogan's apparently hacked account. You suck at pumping. Hulk has the real milk. Okie doke. Hulk would later take to Instagram to announce he'd been hacked. On the post on his Twitter would probably be removed following posting this statement apparently on Instagram. which we'll bring that up again, better size. Hello, family. Appreciate your love and support always. Please do not take notice of any posts I posted today. They are not from me and will be promptly removed. Thank you, Hulk. Okie doke. Gotta watch what you click when you're online.
Did she take a shot back at Hulk?
It says here, yes, and they say due to the nature of the post, we won't be embedding it. I didn't think it was that bad a post. It's burns in 30 minutes. It's her butt with a backwards face Hulk Hogan on it, on her head.
What does that mean? That's not an insult, is it?
I don't know what that is. Tell us in the chat, tell us in the comments. Do you know what the hell is going on between Hulk Hogan and Iggy Azalea? Iggy Azalea. Do you have any idea what Iggy's doing? Do you have any idea what Hulk is doing? I'm catching zero of the references here. What is head on backwards? Here's my butt cheeks. There you go. You wanted to see it. There it is.
Mm-hmm. That's it. All right. Well, I'm sorry I made you pull that up. I don't get it either.
Let's go to social media and movies together.
Wow.
Liv Morgan floods Dominic Mysterio's Instagram notifications with post likes. This is genius.
This is really good idea.
This is absolutely genius. Dominic Mysterio puts out a minute-long video of him scrolling through Liv Morgan liking, hundreds of his posts? This is freaking genius. I love everything about this, including Dominic writing back, really, with a question mark, and adding Liv Morgan's account. Liv Morgan also was at the movie premiere of Bad Boys. She brought the belt! I love this too!
Keeping it kayfabe.
This is genius. She is stalking Dominic Mysterio on social media. Then she's walking around in public in a non-wrestling capacity with the belt. If she's making people call her champ, that's even better. I mean, my goodness, this is working. We don't get to see this because it's on Raw. But this is working, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
This is wonderful. I mean, Liv Morgan she's not, she doesn't have the MMA chops of Shayna Baszler or Asuka.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't have the high flying and gymnastics chops of Io Sky and Tiffany Stratton. She wasn't, just all world in NXT and just pushed to the moon like the 3Bs, Becky, Bayley, and Bianca. She's not
Rhea Ripley
the
and
big
Charlotte
monster.
Flair. Yeah.
She doesn't have the pedigree and maybe the genes like Charlotte Flair. She doesn't have the monster physique like Nia Jax, Jade Cargill, Rhea Ripley.
Mm-hmm.
But she gets wrestling. She's good enough as a wrestler in the ring, and she totally gets wrestling psychology. She is 100% into her character, and they've given her a great character, which I figured out what her character is. She is the universal hot, crazy Matrix come to life. Tell me in the chat if you remember the hot, crazy Matrix.
Play it.
If you do not have it, go find it. It has been reposted on YouTube. If you're not watching us on YouTube, watch Don't Bury the Lead on YouTube. Get to our channel on YouTube. Like us, subscribe to us, and then go find the hot, crazy Matrix. Liv Morgan is the hot, crazy Matrix comes to life. Like, she is at least a 9 hot on the hot scale.
Mm-hmm.
She is also at least a 9 crazy. Which means she is right on the boundary. This is her character, and it's brilliant. And she refuses to give it. She refuses to half-ass it.
We need dedicated subscribers.
Absolutely. Stalk us online, not in real life.
Don't come to the house.
No.
Do come to the live show.